सांसें खुलकर ली, सांसें खुलकर ली, तरक्की हमने की, हर एक पल झूमे इंडिया, गाता है मन, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। हो आजादी के रंगों से हम दीप जलाए, पैनोरामा के संग हम खुशियाँ मनाए, वो मिलकर अपने देश की ऐसी शान बढ़ाए, अपने बच्चों को भारत का इतिहास सुनाए।
मेरा भारत चाहे
क्या?
अब खुशहाली आए,
अच्छा?
ये दुनिया देखे अपनी आजादी,
जहाँ सुंदर हर एहसास हो
और बुझती हर एक प्यास हो,
ऐसा है मेरा देश,
हिंदुस्तान मेरे वतन, तुझ पर फिदा हम सब का मन।
मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया, मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया, मेरा इंडिया पैनोरामा इंडिया, हमारा इंडिया पैनोरामा इंडिया।
जय 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 हे।
Namaste, everybody, and it's Saturday Night Live with Panorama India, all in celebration of Republic Day. What a fabulous day it's been. Our Panorama Idol Grand Finale competition aired today. It premiered today at 11 a.m. And let me tell you, the response was overwhelming. It is unbelievable how many of you were watching this morning at 11 a.m. It aired on 27 channels, on multiple live stream pages, of course, on our YouTube channel and Facebook. And I can tell you this much, the voting lines opened at 12 o'clock and they have been jammed. So we are so excited that these idol contestants are getting such a wonderful and loving response from all of you. But I want you all to know, if you did not watch it today, do not worry. We're about to tell you everything that's coming tomorrow, and this is part of it. So do not worry at all. But I'm going to kick off the show now, and I'm going to invite two of our directors on the board of Panorama India to join me. I'd like to begin by inviting Mrs. Vedihi Bhagat, who's our Executive Director for Community Relations and Sponsorship. Namaste, Vedihi ji.
Namaste, Sumita. Namaste. Thank you to all the viewers. Wonderful response. We are really so thrilled about this, and I'm sure you are too.
Oh my goodness. And then we'd also like to invite, both Vedi and I would like to invite Tanveer Kaur, our Director of Digital Marketing. Tanveer, welcome.
Thank you, Sumita. Hello, Vedi ji. Namaste, everyone.
Hello, Tanveer.
So guys, what a day. We premiered Idol, Panorama Idol. First of all, these contestants were phenomenal to watch. I know you guys have not seen it before as well. In fact, they all saw with everybody else. This was a grand premiere, even for our board. They did not see the taping of the grand finale. It was completely confidential. It aired today, premiered. Kavita Krishnamurti. Oh my God, what a legend, right? Wasn't she?
Oh my God. She was phenomenal, and the feedback she gave was so encouraging and so valuable, I would say.
Yeah, and you know what's amazing about her? When she was speaking, she wasn't just speaking, she was singing and teaching them. You know, for these kids, and I say the adults and the juniors, more than anything, what a learning opportunity, right? To have someone like that who's confident enough to teach them by showing them. So I think it was amazing. But now, guys, are we ready for tomorrow? Tomorrow's the big day. Let's talk about tomorrow. So first of all, so everybody knows 11 sharp. Sorry, Tanveer?
I was just saying that it was mind-blowing today, and yes, tomorrow is going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Tanveer is now unfrozen. Poor Tanveer always has Wi-Fi issues. Welcome to our world that we are all living in right now. So she does freeze and unfreeze, but that's okay. We're just excited she's here with us live. It's part of our world right now. We have to live with it. So yes. So guys, are we all set? So first of all, we go live at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It's on 27 channels. Our website can tell everybody what channels there are. So you can watch on your TV with your entire family all day long. You can switch to different channels. That's what we were doing. We were watching today on ATN. Somebody was watching on Pravasi. Somebody else was watching on PTC. Somebody was watching on Y Media. Somebody was on our YouTube channel. It's so fantastic. Everybody's watching everywhere. So 11 a.m. we go live. But before even 11 a.m., something else goes live. So Tanveer, you want to tell everybody else what's happening right at 9 a.m. sharp?
Yes, so our vendor fair is going to go live at 9 a.m. in the morning. And all you have to do is log into our website, and from there, go to the tab at Vendor Fair. We have exciting gifts and giveaways for you. Register there. You have chances to win jalebi boxes to even $100 gift cards. So go there and just enjoy, register yourselves, and visit all the booths. They have amazing stuff to offer.
So this is our marketplace online. It goes at 9 a.m. It's going to run right to 7 p.m. As Tanveer is saying, there is so much happening with these vendors. Some vendors have door crashers. So the first 20 people that come to them, they'll get the opportunity to win something. Some vendors have prizes they're giving away all day long. There's gift cards, like Tanveer said. So there's a lot happening. It's at www.panoramaindia.org. The other thing that's happening is all these vendors are running webinars all day. So, some of these vendors are launching very special programs targeted to our community tomorrow. They waited till tomorrow to launch them. So we want you all to be part of that. It's for the community. They're doing everything for the community tomorrow. You can chat live with them all day. Isn't that fantastic? If you have questions, anything that you want, they're there for you. So that goes live at 9 a.m. And we actually have a little bit of a video to show everybody about the vendor fair. So why don't we do that before we move on? Well, there you go, everyone. What a great glimpse, right, at the vendor fair. I'm excited. I know I'm going to join at 9 a.m. Tanveer is going to be manning a Panorama India booth all day, by the way. So if you want to talk to her, you can actually go talk to her at the booth as well. If you have any questions while you're at the vendor fair, feel free to ask her as well. Now, that's at 9 a.m. Then 11 a.m. opening ceremony begins, which is so special because we've been working for 2.5, almost 3 months for this day. We are so excited. It's 8.5 hours of programming. Tomorrow is the community's Republic Day celebration. So opening ceremony begins. We can all stand together for the national anthems and wait till you see the national anthems. Even they are been put together. Very special. They're surprise, beautifully done together. I can't wait till everybody gets to see the national anthem for both Canada and for India. After that, we have our opening ceremony. We have special words from a lot of people in our community. We have some special celebrity guests who are also attending the opening ceremony and have special greetings as well. After that, we will be premiering the Panorama Idol competition, the grand finale. For anybody who missed it today, you can see it tomorrow. We are going to re-premiere it. But before we do the Idol competition, we're going to have the Patriotic segment. And that is where we have our Idol contestants who have put together a beautiful tribute for Republic Day. Then the Idol competition is going to re-air. And why are we doing that? Because voting closes at 3 p.m. It opened at 12. Last chance to vote. It's going to close at 3 p.m. So if you did not vote, keep voting today. You can vote all day tomorrow till 3. 3, it closes. After voting, after we finish Panorama Idol competition, we re-premiere it. We're so excited. We have 2 very special segments coming up. Betty, I want you to tell everybody about these 2 very, very special segments that follow that.
Yes, firstly, I would like to thank all those communities who have contributed with us. You know, it's an amazing, phenomenal work they have done. We have people from all the ages, from various all the people communities that have participated, the state communities who have participated in our various segments. But the special segment we have put together is the senior segment, whereby we have a lot of seniors from the GTA. So I am actually reaching out and say, please watch it, because you're going to see a lot of familiar faces. You will see a lot of seniors that you may know, and they have done a splendid job, either singing or dancing or reciting a poem or just a speech or a message to everybody. So do not miss that. India, of course.
So I want to add one thing, Vedi, about the senior segment, which has been something so special to all of us. We have ex-servicemen, who have worked so hard for this country, for India, and fought at the borders, are giving some very special messages tomorrow as part of the senior segment. This was a brainchild of all of ours, and the reason being is, seniors have always come out and supported Panorama. They come to India Day, they walk in the heat, the parade, they do everything. We wanted to make sure that, yes, we want them to be part of it, but we wanted them to have their own segment. They need to have their own segment. They have so much talent that we had to shorten the segment. We had to actually cut it off. It tells us that the next
enthusiasm they have actually is really commendable, actually.
Yeah,
I would
you
say.
can just pretty much have their own Republic Day. I mean, that's what program was.
They're capable of compiling one together. Yes, absolutely.
So after the senior segment, Vedi, what is that next beautiful segment?
Okay, so we also have a folk dance segment. What we have basically compiled from various communities. They have shown their own tradition and culture in this segment. And believe me, there are more than 18 plus states which have participated, and they have come forward giving their culture, and in different forms. They have different folk dances which they have demonstrated their own culture and heritage. So I would suggest, do not miss this. You will skip a beat when you watch all these segments. Yes, and again, you will see familiar faces there too. So there are a lot of people who you may know there. So
it's actually, you're right. It's the community who submitted. Yeah. And when we say folk, this is the way our criteria is for folk dance. It has got to be true folk from that state. And that is what's so amazing about folk dance. When you get to see it, some of these dances, you may be familiar with the state of India, and you may not realize this is actually the true traditional folk dance. So in some cases, we have multiple for a state because there's so many different variations of a folk dance. So we are so excited about that segment, right, guys?
Yes,
After
absolutely.
that, we have a very special segment. So we have a special segment called Two Legends, One Night. And we are doing a conversation with Mrs. Kavita Krishnamurti ji and Dr. L. Subramaniam. And let me tell you, this is such a special segment. So our own board has not seen it.
I'm speechless.
I can tell you guys this much. We began, it was meant to be a 30-minute chat with the both of them. It ended up being a 1-hour conversation because they had so much to share. Can you
still not enough, I think.
Yes. They have
so much knowledge.
Like Dr. Subramaniam, when he started talking and he's telling you stories about the, who he's worked with. And I think the other very special part is why we wanted them to be part of this day. Republic Day is about culture celebration for Panorama India. That is our job. We celebrate culture, we celebrate our history and art. These two represent culture in the world. They're global brand ambassadors of India's culture, heritage, and history and art. And so it was such a phenomenal. They're starters of individual, movements of culture and art in India. So wait till you hear it all. I can't wait till everybody sees it. So it was very special. And then, guys, guess what? We're going live. We go live. And so we go live at 7 o'clock. We are going to announce, first of all, what are we announcing for the art competition?
Yes.
We announced the winners for the art competition. And then we are announcing the winners for Panorama Idol Grand Finale Adult and Kids. And then guess what? We get to introduce everybody to people behind the scenes, because Panorama India does not function in a silo. It is a board that is all volunteers who have done so much work behind the scenes. So you get to see all the teams behind, and they get to come and say hello to everybody. So I think, guys, we are super excited. What time is the vendor fair starting again?
9 a.m. and it goes till 7 p.m.
Yes.
You can say hello to Tanvir at the vendor booth. So make sure you go say hello to her. You know what?
Yes.
We might do a prize draw just for people that go and chat with Tanvir. So if you go and chat with Tanvir throughout the day, she's gonna collect names, and maybe we might even do a prize draw.
You decide that.
So go say hello to Tanvir at the Panorama India booth. And on top of that, Betty, what time does opening ceremony start?
11.
Yay!
Yes, I want everybody to be there. I also want all the seniors, kids, and everybody to record. This is going to be a memorable moment for them. So please record it for your seniors and let them see.
And send us pictures, you know, if you're all watching together.
Absolutely.
And your grandparent or your parent or you are on screen and your whole family is watching you on screen. Send us pictures. Actually post them and tag us.
Yes, watching.
Panorama India. Yes, post them and say we're all watching and tag Panorama India, and our team is going to keep an eye for all the tags we see throughout the day.
True. Maybe when the video is going on, and keep the senior standing there and take a picture. Then send us. Like, yeah, wouldn't that be amazing? Yeah.
So, ladies,
That's a great idea. I had goosebumps today. I don't know what we have in store for tomorrow. It is just gonna be phenomenal. I am sure of that.
It is.
Until the
I think it's
national anthem.
Yes, I think when that national, I mean, the same thing happened to us at India Day. Do you remember? Because,
True.
you know, for us, we are running and
I
running.
had tears rolling out my ears.
Yes, you
I'm crying.
spend 2.5 months for that moment, and that anthem comes on, and you realize, oh my God, it's happening.
Yes.
So I want to remind everybody again, 27 channels are live streaming this. You can, of course, watch it on our YouTube and Facebook, but if there's a TV channel you love watching, double check. Most are live streaming. There you go. They're all on the screen right in front of you.
Yes.
Please make sure whichever you love watching on, watch there. They're going to live stream the entire day from 11 to 8:30, and we cannot wait to see all of you. Thank you, Vedhi. Thank you, Tanvir. Love you guys. And
thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Do watch.
Bye. All right, so now I'm excited to introduce two individuals. As you know, we have, for the first time this year, as we did Republic Day, we introduced our Panorama India brand ambassadors to the community. And we chose these individuals for very special reasons, because these individuals have supported Panorama India for a very, very long time. And brand ambassador was our way to say thank you to them. They represent, you know, a culture, they represent heritage. Each of them comes from different cultural backgrounds. They love art. They're major supporters of Indian culture and Indian art. And so this is why each of them was a brand ambassador. You met 3 of them yesterday. You're going to make 2 more today. The third brand ambassador could not join us, unfortunately, because he wasn't feeling well. But 2 of them are here today and right now. So I'm going to begin by inviting Ms. Samia Mishra to the screen. And I would also like to invite Mr. Omkar Balerao. Omkar, welcome to the screen as well. And you're both on mute. Hi, Samia. Hi, Omkar.
Hi.
Hi, Sumita. How are you?
Good, guys. So let me tell everybody a little bit about both of you. Not that they need to know, because you have your own huge, massive fan following, but that's okay. We will still tell them. So Samia Mishra is the founder and CEO of GTA's first South Asian web-based channel. Being an all-rounder, Samia is popular as an RJ, TV host, a choreographer, and an entrepreneur. Samia has been associated with Panorama India for several years and finds it to be a great platform that gives opportunities to the budding artists to showcase their talent and connect with their roots. Omkar Dilip Balerao, but I don't say Dilip, right, Omkar? I say Omkar. Omkar Dilip Balerao, better known as a stage name Omkar, is an Indo-Canadian singer, songwriter, music and video producer, actor, and composer. As a versatile and multilingual singer, Omkar is performed at various locations across Canada and India, and has recently released 12 songs, including originals, covers in regional and international languages. His original Dard got featured in the Indian edition of world's largest music magazine, Rolling Stone, who does not know that. His Independence Day original, Hum Hindustani Hai, garnered over 15,000 views within 3 days of its release. Oh my goodness. Congratulations to both of you and welcome.
Thank you.
So firstly, did you guys see the Panorama Idol grand finale competition today?
Yes, I did. I have been watching non-stop since yesterday, so
And guys, isn't it so nice to see local talent that's like just come out and you suddenly get to see them and you're like, oh my God, these people exist in our city.
yes, yeah, that's very true. Like as somebody who works with artists of all kind, all category, be it singers, dancers, poets, I'm always amazed by the depth of talent that they have hidden within themselves. And sometimes when I work with them for a longer period of time, I feel like I have become somebody who makes sculptures and I've created this talent to. Yes, you are right. There's so much talent. People do not get the opportunity to discover themselves.
No.
And
And it's so nice to see it when, even when we do the auditions, and I know this, when we sit, like usually it's at Pearson or wherever it is, we all get together. It's usually one full day when we do auditions. This time, of course, it was done over segments. Sometimes you'll have singers come up and you'll be so busy, doing something else because you're in like making sure everything's running. And all of a sudden the singer starts singing and everybody just stops and you have chills and you're like, okay, we're just going to sit down and watch this, person. At that moment are some of the most special moments. So, Omar, firstly, I'll tell you why I love what you do and who you are. Panorama India is proud to represent every language of India. That's the one thing we're so proud that we represent all of India in every language. And the fact that you sing in so many languages and you make a point to represent so many regions of India as a singer. And also there's an up and coming singer who's already done so much and is such a young age. Tell us a little bit about, first of all, why Panorama, because you did a huge release even at India Day and you did one now again this week. So why, first of all, Panorama? And secondly, your journey as a singer, why it's so important to spread the love of singing.
Well, I feel music is a language in itself. Like music is something that connects people from different region, and even people who speak different languages. Like if we listen to anything that's in, let's say, for example, any South Indian language, and people in North don't know the language. Well, so even if it's in a different language, we connect to it. Like I'll give you real time example. I covered a song in Telugu and I had no clue what I was singing, but I got so much love from people who are from from Andhra and Telangana in India, and they appreciated my effort so much. So I was like, okay, it was just an attempt. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry if I do any incorrect pronunciations, but still, like, I got that lot of love, and I was very happy. So that way, I feel Panorama India is doing a great job by showing all the different diversities in India itself. Like if you see dance of Kerala, you see dance of Maharashtra, you see Punjabi dance, Gujarati dance. So like everything, even Assam. So it's really amazing to just sit and watch the whole show. Like for tomorrow, it's scheduled in the morning at 11 a.m. So if you want to sit in Canada and experience being in India altogether, just sit in the morning, get up in the night when the show is over.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so true. Sit in the morning, get up in the middle of the night. That's fantastic. And Omkar, I have to tell you, everything that you do in terms of what you released as well, for India Day, we do want to tell everybody you did release a very special song. It released this past week. And tomorrow, when we go live, Omkar's song is going to help close the show tomorrow. So if anyone hasn't had a chance to hear him, we're going to premiere it tomorrow as part of Republic Day celebration. When we go live, it's going to be the closing of our Go Live show. So we're excited for everyone to be able to see the song who hasn't. And of course, the mentions that you've gotten for it are phenomenal already. Samia, for you, I was talking about India and representing culture. And with Omkar, we're talking about singing. Yeah. I love everything you do, both in making sure, whether through it's your television show or how you're promoting it through whichever way. And you yourself are tied to Panorama. If people don't know, Samia has been contributing either to parades, to programming, to folk dance, to so many elements in Panorama for a very long time. And even as Panorama, what I'm so proud, she was one of the honorable mentions from the summer for the virtual parade. And the reason I say a big thank you to Samia is anytime we've ever needed from Panorama, she's right there to support us, to make sure that culture India ka sabko zarur dikhe.
ये मेरा शौक है. That's like my interest. You will not believe, before I moved to Canada, उसके पहले I was preparing for IAS like every other UP8 you prepare for IAS, right? So I was preparing for IAS and दिल्ली में एक बहुत बड़ा पुस्तक मेला यानी book fair लगता है. I went and I bought history books, all Indian history books, worth 15,000 rupees. And there were so many books कि मैं एक bed पे सोती थी जो पूरा bed box था और उसके अंदर की books ही होती थी. And like I used to love, it was my treasure. It was everything for me. And when I was coming here, I cried because I couldn't bring the books. I was not worried मेरे कपड़े नहीं आ रहे, मेरी books नहीं आ रही हैं. And when I moved here, I did not know कि कैसे मैं इंडिया से connect करूंगी. And I've never spoken about this a lot of times. I started working with one of the radio stations right away as soon as I moved here. I was very lucky. और उसी के थ्रू किसी ने पैनोरामा से रीच आउट किया कि हमें प्रमोट किया. दिस इज वेरी 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 लॉन्ग टाइम बैक. एंड आई गॉट ऑल एक्साइटेड, क्या है ये पैनोरामा इंडिया, मुझे तो जाके देखना ही होगा. I went and then I remember this was on Nanda Square. There was a booth and there were people giving away जो परेड के जो अलग अलग स्टेट्स के बैनर्स होते हैं, कोई बांट रहे थे. वहां पे एक सज्जन बैठे हुए थे. He was giving away the banners. So I went up to him and I said, यूपी की फ्लोट कहाँ पे है? Because I'm from UP, right? So he said, यूपी का कोई फ्लोट नहीं है इस बार. So I said, okay, तो मुझे बैनर दे दीजिए. So he looked, and this is when I was in college, okay? You have to remember, I was like 44 kg, so I was very, very thin, and I was by myself with a backpack on my back, and I was like, तो क्या? He looked at me, he's like, वो बैनर पकड़ने के लिए आपको 2 लोग तो कम से कम चाहिए होंगे. तो मैंने कहा, आप छोड़िए, आप मुझे दे दीजिए, वो 2 ढूंढने 4 ढूंढने मैं जुगाड़ कर लूंगी. Give me the banner. So I took the banner and then I started working through and my husband was like, that time we were not married, we were engaged to be married at that time. I tried, begged him, convinced him, was like, please, please, please. So he's like, ठीक है, अगर कोई नहीं मिलेगा तो मैं पकड़ लूंगा, but मैं हरियाणा का हूँ तो मैं तो हरियाणा में जा रहा हूँ. But I was very determined still, I did not give up. फिर मैंने क्राउड में ना सर्व करना शुरू किया और एक यूपी वाला ना दूसरे यूपी वाले को यूं पकड़ लेता है. कुछ मेरी तरह और बच्चे मुझे पढ़ाकू से दिखे जो नीचे देख रहे थे, ऊपर नहीं देख रहे थे. ना वाज यू फ्रॉम यूपी, यू फ्रॉम यूपी करते करते 15-20 लोग हम इकट्ठे हो गए. एंड बैनर पकड़ के हमने वो परेड निकाली. इट वाज सो मच फन. आई कैन नॉट टेल यू, दैट वाज वन ऑफ द हैप्पीएस्ट मोमेंट्स व्हेन आई मूव्ड टू कनाडा. उसके बाद का वो जो सैड सा फेज होता है ना कि किसी को नहीं जानते और कैसे अपने कल्चर से रिकनेक्ट करो, काफी डिप्रेसिव सा फेज होता है. उसके बाद दैट वाज द हाईलाइट. आई वाज talking about it for 2 straight years. And then फिर तो एक एक करके बस opportunity मिलती थी. और मेरी जो vivid memories है उनमें से एक memory है मेरी with Jake Dheer performing on the stage and looking at him. And like I said, my husband was, we were not married at that time. I looked at my husband and I told, this is what I want to do. When I looked at Jake Dheer, and I have told him many times, I have told him this, कि बस उन्हें स्टेज पे देख के वो जो करिश्मा था ना वो देख के I was like, बस यही मुझे चाहिए कि मैं स्टेज पे खड़ी हो जाऊं. And look, today we are here as brand ambassadors. I can't believe it, but I feel very happy. And like you know, Sumita, I love India. For me, everything is कि लोगों के दिमाग में misconception जाए कि इंडिया में इतने सारी, like why is there not so much unanimousness on everything, or why people don't come to one decision so easily? It's because we are so diverse. We are so diverse. एक परिवार जितना बड़ा होता है उतना ही मुश्किल होता है कि उन सबको एक पॉइंट पे लाके मिलाना, राइट? वैसे ही we are huge. 22 लीगल लैंग्वेजेस का कंट्री हमारी, और हमसे उम्मीद की जाती है कि चुटकी बजे और सब एकदम एक लाइन में फॉलो करते हैं. ऐसे तो नहीं हो सकता, राइट? And that's what I want to educate everybody, that there is so much diversity, and Panorama India truly is doing a fantastic job. And since the time I've started working with you, Sumita, I have been given so much opportunity to showcase that. वो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि you give me the chance to experiment. जैसे नॉर्थ ईस्ट के साथ I reached out and I said I want to do it. मुझे 7 स्टेट करने हैं, मुझे 2. Like trust me, and you were like, okay, कर लो.
So for us, I mean, the fact that you have somebody who loves the culture and is doing this much work to promote the culture, right? Yeah. To us, how can, I mean, we're a community organization. Yes, Saro ki Panorama is not our organization. It is everybody's organization. And we are loving that, you know, as even digital, I'll tell you what's been phenomenal about digital. While we love the parade and the 85,000 in person and the one day we all meet, digital has made us tight all year now. You know,
Yes.
we have seen, and you guys are seeing it. You know, India Day, we did 17 hours of programming. Okay, but I would say our engagement is the highest now that it's ever been for Republic Day, and it's telling us that, you know, our community, it's okay whatever form you put it in, the love is exactly the same, and they will celebrate, and they're celebrating online. I mean, like the senior segment was an experiment for us. We thought, you know, when we're planning kar rahe the, I'm like, acha, I hope, you know, karenge submit, maybe they'll feel awkward. We got so much response that we had to actually say, okay, we cannot put any more, and you guys know this because we've all talked about it. And then when you look at folk, right, like tomorrow's show was supposed to be a 5-hour show. You know, when I sat the board, I said, okay guys, I promise after India Day 17 hours, 5 hours, that's it, we're doing 5 hours, that's it for Republic Day, right? That'll be fabulous. We are now at our day 3, and it is 8.5 hours tomorrow. Okay.
Oh wow! I'm so excited. Those 8.5 hours will be quite educational. So those of you who are watching, please do watch. और बच्चों को लेके जरूर watch करना. And this is one more thing, Sumit. I really want to say, it doesn't matter what age your child is. Really, it doesn't matter. They really do connect to it. और वो आपसे इतने interesting questions पूछेंगे कि आपके पास खुद जवाब नहीं होगा. So if you don't have answers, we are here. Ask us questions. We are ready to give you the answers. We will together find the answers. But do bring your kids to watch it because Panorama India की इतनी सारी मेहनत, and when I say इतनी सारी, तो उसमें बहुत सब क्या है. शुरुआत से लेके खत्म होने के बाद हम तो टाटा बाय बाय बोल के निकल लेते हैं. उसके बाद इन बेचारों को कितना सारा करना पड़ता है. Only they know. So
I will tell you one thing. It's actually 9.5 hours, as my board is reminding me. It's not even 8.5. It's 9.5.
So
Oh
please
my
do
God.
do bring your kids, and I really hope कि अगर आप कल सारा एक stretch में ना देख पाएं तो you will be putting it on YouTube, right?
Yes. So one thing we do is after it airs, of course, 27 channels will air. YouTube is going to air, Facebook. Then we actually release individual segments. So this way everybody can watch. Just kai log hote hain, they want to watch folk dance again and again. They can watch the folk dance segment again. They can watch senior segment again. So we do all of that so that people have different ways they like to watch again. Just like India Days review. You know, Omkar, I'll tell you something very interesting. And you must watch the Kavita ji and Dr. Subramaniam segment because we're talking about multiple languages. And somebody sings, by the way, she sings in 16 plus languages.
Yeah.
Listen to her story. I will not give it away. But in that conversation, she shared why she had to learn 16 languages and how her journey in singing in 16 languages began. It is just very interesting how it happens. And I think, Omkar, for you, that'll be interesting because I think you're on a very similar way where you're also, you know, somebody who's experimenting with things and look at the way it's going. So I salute you for doing that in singing in so many languages. Keep doing that because, you know, even us, like I may not know every state of India, but I want to learn about every state of India. And what's more important is we want others to learn about each other's states. That's actually something we're the most proud of. You know, after the India Day, you guys know this, we launched something called Panorama India Group on Facebook. The whole reason that group had launched was that each community group, which is all doing multiple events, can share with each other. Because why not in digital? Everyone can attend everybody's events, right? It's a great way to educate. So that was one of our biggest purposes. You know, Samia, I have a question for you. You always submit for folk dance.
Yeah.
And I know you have been very creative with your folk dances. You take on every role possible in the folk dance. Is there a folk dance that you've done that's been your most memorable in your, you know, your whole times that you've done it?
I think last year was quite memorable because I did a merge of two different forms. This year is also quite different. I can't choose actually. It's quite confusing. But last year I liked it because I was able to become Krishna with full get-up after such a long time. So I was very excited to be that. Also, I did experiment with my looks. I painted myself blue with blue eyeshadow. It didn't work so well, but my pictures are awful. But I still enjoyed doing like the you know experimentation. बहुत लेट किया मैंने तो पोंछने का टाइम नहीं था. अगर पोंछती तो वो और ही गंदा हो जाता. तो जो था जैसा था वैसे ही had to go on the stage. But I really enjoyed that because we did mix of two. We did Kathputli dance, जो मैंने कहीं पे भी नहीं देखा था ऐसे होते हुए. So I wanted to bring in that. Also, people think कि गरबा जो dance form है वो खाली गुजरात में होता है. So I wanted to once again show something different. तो गरबा का ही एक दूसरा भाई बहन dance form जो है वो यूपी में होता है, which is called as रासलीला. रासलीला में instead of using sticks, they use hands, and it's majorly performed on in Western Uttar Pradesh, and I did that. But this year again, I did another dance that you guys will be watching. I really enjoyed it because it brought me a lot of childhood memories. तो जैसे गांव में होता था कि हम लोग जाते थे, अटेंड करते थे, आइसक्रीम खाते थे, कोक पीते रहते थे, बार बार मना करने के बावजूद भी, और फिर मम्मियाँ डांस कर रही होती थी और हम लोग देखते थे कि क्या कर रहे हैं और हंसते थे उनके ऊपर. So those memories came back to me because I did a dance form called Natta, and you'll watch it. Please watch it. But that dance form is very, very rural, like very rural. It's not very presented on the stage kind of a dance form. ये वो dance form है जो आपको stage पे आसानी से नहीं मिलेगा. आपको ज़्यादातर songs में stage पे मिलेगा, but you won't see it being performed on stage because it is always done in the house, within the ladies of the house, as a joke or as a tease. और इसके लिए हमारे लखनऊ में एक स्पेशल शब्द का प्रयोग होता है, गाली बोला जाता है, जिसको शुद्ध बोली हिंदी में गाली बोलते हैं. So basically, it's a way of catharsis कि जैसे बहू ने सास को कुछ कह दिया, या just getting off that bad feeling from your heart and just getting over. So that's the dance form I'm bringing, but a little more lighter note, simpler dance form.
So everybody, you can watch Samia tomorrow if you don't know during folk dance segment, and post lots of messages because she's going to be watching them all, right, Samia?
Yes. I have to say this, Samita. I have to hijack what you're saying. I have to say this, guys. I love comments. I love claps. I'm really, I enjoy it. That's what gives me all the adrenaline rush. So, and do this for me, and also do it for all the performers, especially for the kids performers. Because मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि बच्चे है ना, जब वो कर रहे होते हैं तो पेरेंट्स उनको बहुत पुश करते हैं. I've seen this with my own eyes, Sumita. कि majorly कई बार ऐसा होता है कि parents have to motivate the kids to do certain things. But when the kids see the response themselves, they always become very happy.
Yes, you're right.
बहुत खुश होते. तो प्लीज भले बड़ों के पे आप एक बार कमेंट मत कीजिएगा, मैं I'll be okay with it. बट जो बच्चे हैं उनके पे आप देख रहे हैं तो 2-3 बार ताली बजा दीजिए, 2-3 बार कुछ अच्छा लिख दीजिए और बच्चों को पढ़ के बहुत खुशी होगी.
So Omkar, I have a question for you as well, and there's a lot of singers जो देख रहे होंगे, कई तो idol देख के I'm sure there's a lot who are sitting at home going, I can sing. They just don't realize they can. What advice would you give them? Because you're a self-starter, you've done this on your own, and you are doing everything on your own. You're pushing yourself. I mean, this is what we've observed of you. You're constantly pushing yourself to try different things and you're experimenting. What advice can you give people who literally are afraid? They might have talent, they don't have talent, especially during COVID who are home. I think this is such an outlet, especially for, I think, mental health. And I think it's such a great way to get your feelings out. So please, if there's any advice you can give those.
The only thing I would say is be courageous and be consistent. At the same time, you need courage to bring out whatever you feel and whatever you want to express using the language of music, and be consistent in your actions, because being a musician, when you start out, it's really tough to have an audience itself. Like, I remember when I started performing live in 2011, that was the time when I, as a singer, I started as a drummer. Actually, I was a drummer of a band. So in 2011, I got into singing more dedicatedly. And I used to see that, okay, just because I'm new, so I used to literally have 2 or 3 people as my audience. But gradually, as I kept myself consistent in my actions, and slowly, so in 2014, I won karaoke singing competition at Mood Indigo, which was Asia's second largest cultural festival.
Wow.
So, yeah, and the award was given by Sony Pix channel. So that was a revolutionary moment for me. And after that, I took it very seriously and I started getting into songwriting. So that's how I evolved my own horizon, my own dimensions in different ways using the same language of music. So that's what I suggest. Be it anything, if you feel that you're not a good singer, that's okay. You keep singing. Eventually, you will train your mind and throat to sing well, because that's how it works. When like, it's a big saying, like हिंदी में कहते हैं कि जब तक पानी में ना छोड़ दो तब तक तैरना कैसे सीखोगे.
Yes.
Same applies here. जब तक आप गाओगे नहीं तब तक आप कैसे एक्सपीरियंस करोगे कि एग्जैक्टली सिंगिंग से क्या फील होता है. And just keep working and be consistent. That's all.
That's a very, very good advice. That's a very, very good advice, actually.
So, I hope everyone can see why we've chosen these two individuals as brand ambassadors for Panorama. One is, of course, all the love that they give to Panorama and the community. Secondly, the fact that what they are doing for art and culture, they're both self-starters. They both love what they do. They saw what they wanted. They went after it. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to motivate. We're trying to get, Panorama is a platform. We are here. If you are good at it, contact us. We do India Day. It's even grander. We love this community. Everything you're about to see tomorrow is from this community. It's from individuals like this who have gone, who've done what they love. They're passionate and they're sharing with you. They're spreading the love of India, the love of culture. What's more important is the love of culture, and our generations are learning this. What's phenomenal, and by the way, you're about to meet the junior Panorama Idol competitors, but what's fascinating is there are kids who will sing in Hindi songs but cannot speak Hindi. They can only understand in Hindi, but they will learn the Hindi song and they will perform. And when they perform, you will never know. So it tells you the love is there. Omkar and Samia, we want to thank you for continuing to be a support to us at Panorama India. You're part of the Panorama family. Thank you for being such exemplary ambassadors for what you're doing for culture and art. I want to remind everybody that Samia's show, Radio Dishum, is on. In fact, it's on at 8:30 today. So right after this, she goes live again. Okay, so you guys can watch. And she does such a phenomenal job in her show. If you want to be educated about the culture of India, the states of India, about foods of India, God, she educates you on every aspect of it, which is why she's one of our brand ambassadors. Go watch her show. You can follow Omkar on his social media channels as well. He's very big on Instagram, not so big on Facebook, right, Omkar? I know that now. And we're so excited that everybody is going to hear your song tomorrow. It's going to be the big headline closing song for our Go Live. So thank you, Samia. Thank you, Omkar, for being here. And thank you for continuing to be such great ambassador for the community.
Thank you. And you don't need to thank us so many times. We enjoy this.
Oh, we love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
And they were amazing. They are our brand ambassadors. This is why they are. You're getting to see it. You met 3 yesterday as well. Again, these are all individuals we hope you get to see that they're like us. We're all like each other. We're all trying to learn and experiment and grow. And, culture of India and music of India, that's Panorama's role, is to have a platform where everybody has the opportunity to showcase what they do. It is the community's platform. Now I'm so, so, so excited because we are going to introduce everybody to our junior Panorama Idol competitors, who, by the way, you saw go live today. Before anything else, I'm going to invite our Director of Programming, Miss Anusha Iyer, to the screen because she's going to help me welcome the junior contestants.
हिंदुस्तान मेरे वतन तुझ पर फिदा हम सब का मन
मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया मेरा इंडिया पैनोरामा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया पैनोरामा इंडिया.
Yay! Thank you. Hi, Anusha.
Hi.
So I want to remind everybody, this is our Director of Programming, Ms. Anusha Iyer. So if you are watching tomorrow, the 9.5 hours of programming that you see, Ms. Anusha has been working on it for months and months, but more importantly and more excitedly, Anusha and I are now so excited for everybody to meet our junior contestants for Panorama Idol competition. So Anusha, I'm going to let you invite them to the screen.
Perfect. So we have 2 of our junior contestants present today. Unfortunately, Rachna couldn't join us because she's feeling a bit under the weather. But I have Susrika and Vyas. Can I have both of them on the screen, please?
Oh,
kiddos, how are you doing?
I'm sure you guys get used to everybody saying, oh, because you're so cute. Hi, Vyas, you're on mute.
Hello.
How are you both doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So my first question is, first of all, guys, the Panorama Idol competition aired today. And so many people got to watch you. Did you guys watch? Yes, let me ask you, did you watch yourself?
Yes, I actually was watching myself, and I love the way that you guys directed it, and it was great.
Thank you, Vyas. And Sustrika, did you watch?
Yeah, I watched my performance. I liked my performance, and including the other performance, they were great.
Oh, great. You guys, I have to tell you, a lot of people watched today at 11 o'clock. And I want to tell everybody that the voting lines opened at 12 and they have been busy all day. People have been voting up a storm. So, guys, I mean, amazing job. You know, everyone, you are here today because we want everyone to meet you both a little bit more and learn a little bit about both of you. So, first question, Anusha and I wanted to ask you, and I'll begin with you, Susrika, is tell us a little bit more about why you love to sing and what made you want to be part of Panorama Idol.
First of all, why I like to sing is because singing is like it has like a feeling to it that everything is like music. Everything like a raindrop to a heavy drum beat. Everything is music. So of course people have to love music because like if we were talking, that's still music, right? So that's technically why I like music. It's everything. Music is everything.
And how did you what made you want to join Panorama Idol competition?
One of my friends joined here first, and I was like so excited to watch it, and she sang amazingly. And then I like begged my dad to put me in here because like I just like wanted to go there and improve my singing. I didn't really wish to come up to the finals. I just went to the audition round, and I was like, I'm just gonna sing in front of the judges. I'm gonna get their feedback, and I'm gonna come home and practice with their feedback. But I guess I reached the finals, and it's a big thing for me.
Yes, you did, my dear young lady. You've reached the finals, and today everybody got to see you, and they got to vote. So, Vyas, tell us a little bit about what made you want to sing. First of all, you've been singing, looks like, for a very long time. And what has made you want to sing, and why Panorama Idol?
What's made me really want to sing is that like whenever I'm angry or something, singing just makes me quite satisfied. Like whenever I sing or like whenever I listen to music, it just makes me really calm and it just makes me really satisfied to listen to like good music. And whenever I have like a good day, I sing pretty like decent. I feel really satisfied and it makes me feel happy.
So Anusha, you were working with both of them very closely. I mean, you worked with every single contestant. Tell me something that you've been observing about these two young people and their performances.
Absolutely, Sumita. You mentioned that this is the first time a lot of people are seeing the grand finale. But taped it, and I have to tell that about the contestant. These two young people, they are very mature. So the choice of song that these two young kids they chose, actually, I was like, oh my God, even if I would have been a singer, I would think at least 5 to 6 times before I choose that song.
Yes.
And they sang it so beautifully, so effortlessly. I'm like, oh my goodness, this was my reaction. So these kids, honestly, I have to tell, they are so talented. Like all the participants that we have, you guys all are winner for us.
Yeah.
Actually,
Anusha, Rachna is not here because she's not feeling well. But tell everybody a little bit about her because she picked a very interesting songs as well for the grand.
Yep. So Rachna, she again is a bit older than our younger contestant. But then her voice quality, she is a Carnatic. She sings more of Carnatic and classical music, but she did choose cabaret song to sing. So she completely chose something that is a little bit off her genre, and she did so well. Kavita ji was so happy, like everybody saw today morning as well. But then even in her preliminary rounds, she always chose a song that is a challenge to her.
Yes, yes.
So
Sorry, go ahead, Kanusha.
Yeah, so for even for Rachna, like for all the three junior participants, all I would say is it's been such an effortless journey with them. Like I whenever I suggest something, it gets done. Like, okay, we'll do it. Okay, we're trying it. I'm like, are you sure? I am asking, are you sure? Isn't it too much for you? No, it's not too much for us. We get it done. And everything was so effortless and so nice. Like, I am so happy with every contestant that we have, Sunita.
So, Vyas and Susrika, I have a question for both of you. You know that there's a lot of kids sitting at home and they are now going to watch you. And there's probably so many kids who love singing, but they've never gone to their parents and said, hey, I want to sing, because sometimes all the kids say, I'm too scared, like how you two at one point must have felt, but look how confident you are now. So I'm going to ask both of you, and I'll start with you, Susrika. What advice, can you give young kids like you who are home, who want to sing but they're scared to sing? What can they learn from?
So like something that like I should like advise is like judge yourself. Don't let anyone else like judge you. Just judge yourself. Like, did I do good today? Was it one of my good days? Was it one of my terrible days? Was it a decent day? Just judge yourself and don't let anyone else like judge you, because like what they say, it'll only help you. It'll only help you. It won't. They won't say, "Oh, you're terrible." Like leave. Like, they'll never say that. Everything that they'll say is only for the good, and like even if they say it for the good, just judge yourself. Don't like always judge yourself, because it's always good to like judge yourself and like learn from what you've done and learn from what anyone else has done.
That's really good advice, Vyas. That is very, very good advice. Susrika, what advice do you have for other kids?
So for like other kids, like something I did was like when you're in front of the judge, you're probably like super scared, like they're judges, they're gonna judge me. But like, what's the scared thing about that? They're gonna judge you, you're gonna come home, you're free. So I don't know what's to be like scared about that. And another thing to do if you're really scared is like, don't mind about the judge. They're in front of you. Try to like get into your singing. Try to give the focus to your singing instead of like thinking about what's happening with the judges and what mark they're giving.
That's really good advice, Susrika. I remember when you were performing, the judges gave you feedback. Remember, and when you went through round one, then you went through round two, and then you reached grand finale. What was one advice the judge gave you that helped you?
Technically, they gave me a lot of advice. So, like the first round, they told me to use a tanpura, which actually helped me a lot because like the notes will stay in place and they won't go too bad. So it helped me a lot in singing. Now, whenever I go, I use a tanpura with me.
Wow. Okay. And in Vyas, I know the same thing happened to you. They gave you some very good advice. What is some advice they gave you that helped you?
One like really really important advice that really helped me sing, like I sang Ma like today, right? I sang Ma and it was on like live. I sang it with more emotion. It's only because I knew the definition like of the song. I knew what it means. I know when I say this, like I have to do this. My body language has to be like this. So one thing that really helped me is try to understand Hindi. And in the final round, one thing that like I will definitely do before Panorama 2022 is definitely learn Hindi, because if I learn Hindi, it will really help me with my emotions, and I don't have to like use Google Translate. Yeah, it'll really help me, and that's what's really helped me.
Guys, I have to tell you something. The advice you're giving, even I want to take it, because I don't have the courage to sing. But I think even advice that you're giving is not even just about music. You're teaching other kids it's important to listen to feedback. And when you listen, you didn't just listen, you understood, and then you applied it, right, to what you were doing. So you guys are phenomenal.
That's what I was even going to say, that this advice is not only for kids. I'm going to take this advice myself, Vyas and Susrika. That's something that I can take it with me too. So you see right now when I say that the kids are really mature, like
I know you guys are amazing. I have to tell you, I hope many, many kids watch you and realize they can do this. You know, you guys are such good inspiration. You know that? You're doing such a good job. And so here's the thing, guys. The voting lines are wide open. You guys know that. Tomorrow we're going to re-show Panorama Idol Grand Finale again, part of the big celebration. So anybody who goes through today, they don't have to wait because they can watch you guys tomorrow. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have each one of you say your name and remind everybody to vote for you. Can you guys do that? Are you ready to do that? Okay. So Shilpa, let's start with you. Let's tell everybody a little bit about you and remind them to vote for you.
Okay, my name is Ashrika Day, as you can see on my screen, and everything you can see in the performance. And try to vote for me to go to www.panoramaindia.org, and please vote for me. And yeah, vote for your favorite contestant.
And yes.
My name is Vyas Satish, and I love singing. And Panorama India has been a really good opportunity. So vote for me, and don't remember and vote for me, and always remember to like keep the voting line. Vote for anyone, but just remember to vote. You gotta vote because that'll help anyone.
Oh, you're so cute. I'll tell you what, Anusha, let's show everybody, guys, let's show everybody this very special video that shows your journey and a special message that you put together for everybody. So let's show everybody our idol journey and contestant video.
Yay. I'm Wow, that was an amazing video.
You guys did such a good job. So I want to remind everybody they can watch you guys tomorrow as part of the grand finale celebration. Let's remind everybody 3 p.m. sharp, voting will close. So everybody, your friends and family in Canada, in US, and India, all over the world can vote for you. So I hope everybody votes because these deserve this love, those amazing messages for them because they're going to be watching them. Right, guys? You're going to be watching all the great messages that we post for you. And then you're going to join us live when we go live at 7 p.m. because we're going to announce a winner of Panorama Idol contestants. And really for us, you guys know your winners already. You need to know. Just the fact that you've made it here, people listening to you now, I can promise you're already saying you're winning. We're proud of you and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you so much, guys, and all the best. And all I would like to remind the audience is 3 p.m. EST tomorrow, voting line closes. So please vote for your favorite contestant who you see as next Panorama Idol 2021.
Thank you, Vyas. Thank you, Susrika, for joining us. And we love you both, and we'll see you both tomorrow at 7.
Bye-bye.
God, Anusha, they are amazing, amazing,
I
amazing.
know, I know.
You have done such great work in all the Idol contestants. You know, I know I've mentioned it lots of times, but those that don't know, Anusha is our director of programming. Anusha works really hard, and not just for the Idol, Panorama Idol. She works folk dance, senior segment, patriotic segment, basically programming. When you see it, Anusha's hands in there and touching it and making sure that it's running great. And you know, her biggest passion is to make sure that everything is done in the best way possible to represent Indian culture, Indian art. You know, we work as a board to make sure that all of India is represented, right, Anusha? So tell me, give one highlight that you cannot wait to see tomorrow.
I can never do that. Sumita, I can never do that. I cannot choose one because when you've been putting, like, you know, your inputs, the whole programming, you really can choose one. When I remember when we have a conversation when we are like, oh, this is your baby, you need to, you know, start taking care of it. Then when you have to choose like one baby out of so many, it's difficult.
Yes.
So my thing is like right from patriotic segment, which our idols have put together, the idol grand finale for all the audience, the folk dance are really cute senior performances.
Oh, can't wait.
Of course, Kavita ji and Dr. Subramaniam's the whole session, which I am looking forward to, because I really want, like, you know, the knowledge that both of them have, that they have shared it in the chat session, is what I am looking forward to again, apart from all the other sessions. And of course, like everybody, like each and every audience of ours, I am also eagerly waiting to know who's the winner. So that is going to be tomorrow, 7 p.m. during our live session. So we really don't know who's the winner. And again, I would like to remind our audience, 3 p.m. EST voting closes. So please go on to www.panoramaindia.org and vote for your favorite idol contestant who you see as Panorama Idol 2021 this year. So let's see who's the winner. I don't know. So tomorrow evening is what we're going to unveil it. So yes, every single thing in tomorrow's programming is my favorite.
Perfect. So everybody, we will see you first 9 a.m. sharp. The booths open. The vendor fair goes live at 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. So first of all, join that, because that is most exciting. You can go chat, register, because this prize is being given away all day by all of our sponsors and vendors. The marketplace is going to be very, very busy. And then 11 a.m. sharp, opening ceremony begins. And we have 9.5 hours of beautiful, beautiful programming from this entire community that has come together. I mean, today was just a glimpse of what you're about to see tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So much work has gone into it, and we are so excited about it. And then we go live at 7, and let's all together see who all the different winners are for the art competition, for Panorama India, Panorama Idol Junior and Adult categories. And of course, you get to meet our volunteers and our teams that work behind the scenes. So for tonight on Saturday Night Live, as we get all ramped up for tomorrow morning, on behalf of myself, Anusha, our entire board, and our entire volunteer team that you don't see here, but there are lots of people working tonight.
Absolutely.
We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And remember, 27 channels, so go and find out which one you want to watch on. See you tomorrow. Namaste.
See you tomorrow. Namaste.